Hi, this is Alison. I want to talk today about self-love and how self-love can help you with manifesting, but also could hinder you if you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and every time I come on you will be notified. Also in the description below is my website to check out my packages that I have, and also my email address if you'd like to email me a question that I can answer on here. So self-love is something that is very, very much underrated and not explained enough, not taught enough whilst we're young, and definitely not used enough when we're older. So self-love basically is about loving yourself, and not loving yourself in an arrogant way, in a pig-headed way, but just loving yourself and appreciating who you are. And it's very much when we start to love ourselves and properly love ourselves, we are complete. Now, when we're often manifesting things, it's often because we feel that they will complete us. So we might want the relationship that we want, or we might want money that we think we want, or anything. And it's often because we feel that it will complete us if we have the things that we want. When in fact, we will be complete already if we practice self-love. Because self-love is that completion. Self-love is giving ourselves maybe what we didn't have as children. A lot of us as children came from families where maybe there was a lack of attention, a lack of care. Maybe we have wounds of abandonment, rejection wounds, and we turn that into not being worthy. So very often if something has happened to us as children, we turn it back on ourselves as we're not worthy of that love, or we're not worthy of being given what we need from our caregivers. And this can go on as well into when we're older, in that we can be in relationships, and this can be relationships with partners or with friendships, where we maybe don't get the we maybe don't get what we need out of it. We don't get maybe the validation that we need, or we don't feel that we're being respected in these situations. And this can then make us feel like, again, we're not worthy. So it all comes back to not being worthy, not being good enough. Now, the more we tell ourselves we're not worthy, because as we know, what we think about, we then, if we keep thinking it, it's a pattern, it then goes into our subconscious, and that's then what becomes a belief. And anything that we have as a belief, then we are manifesting from that belief. So the universe will mirror back to us what we are putting out. It mirrors back to us what we are, what vibration we are. So if we're constantly in the belief that we're not good enough, the universe will mirror back to us situations to make us feel not good enough. So we are actually telling the universe that we're not good enough, and actually we're happy with not being good enough, so keep us there. That's essentially what we're saying. So we have to start turning this and actually start really, really loving who we are. And this goes down to, we all have parts of ourselves we don't love. We all have things about ourselves we don't love or we don't like. But actually respecting these parts of ourselves, even though we may not like them, even though we may want to change them, acknowledging that they are what they are and that it's okay, and being okay with it. We don't have to go into, trying to force myself to love something about my body that I don't like, because that's, again, you're forcing it, and actually you'll struggle. There'll be a resistance there because you're trying to force yourself to like something that actually every time you look at it you don't like. But it's about appreciating what we have. It's about even the parts that we don't like, just acknowledging that that's okay. They're okay. They're part of us. That's fine, And really starting to focus on the things we do like. So we spend a lot of our time focusing on the things we don't like about ourselves. We spend, so much time on what we'd like to change. We spend so much time on how our friends have better hair than us, are slimmer than us, anything, we spend a lot of time in comparison. And it's silly because there's no two people in the world that are the same. Twins that are, born together in the same sack, they are not the same. They may look identical, they may sound identical, they may have bits that are identical, but there are still differences in them. And there always will be, because nobody is the same. There are no two people that are the clone of each other. We are all so different. And we have to start appreciating the differences and actually loving the differences and working on the bits we do love about ourselves. We've all got bits that we really like about ourselves, that we love about ourselves. And we should spend more time focusing on those and not the bits that we'd want to change. And a good way of doing this is to write down what we like about ourselves. So we could do that in the morning, write down a few things that we like about ourselves. And things that we really like about ourselves. I'm not saying, give it lip service and just write it down, even though we don't believe it. I'm really meaning the stuff that you really, really like about yourself. Things that you like about yourself more, put them first, and then maybe put some other things, maybe some things that you don't love about yourself, but you like. We've all got them. And do that each day. Do a couple of things each day, and it will change your mindset on how you feel about yourself. And that's a great way to start appreciating yourself more and giving yourself the worth that you are, because we are all worth so much. And then affirmations are great. So I am affirmations are absolutely amazing. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am amazing. I am full of fun. Anything, absolutely anything that you want to write down. And I would do 5 of those every day. Definitely 5 of those every day, those affirmations. And you can say them out loud. You can say them in your head. Like I say, write them down. You can record them. Another great way, we've all got, the different things on our phones where we can record voice notes. Make yourself a voice note of affirmations. Write them down and list, say, 10 or 20 affirmations and record them. And then play them back to yourself whenever you can. In the morning, play them back to yourself. And keep this practice going, because the more we can get into the place of loving ourselves, the better things will feel. And when we're using this with manifestation, we've put ourselves in a much higher vibration. So from that point, we will manifest more things in that we want, because we've put ourselves in that place of being worthy. The universe will give us more of that. The thing not to do here, and the thing how this can go wrong, which some people do, is they think, right, I'm gonna do the self-love, I'm gonna find my self-worth so that I can get this, so that I can have this relationship I want, so that I can have the money I want, so that I can get the job I want. Don't do it focusing on something, because that is telling the universe that you don't actually believe you're worth it, but you're going to do it because you want that thing. And it won't work. There's too much resistance in that. So that is the way not to do it. You have to go into this and really, really go into, I want to do this because I want to feel great. I want to do this because I am worth it, and I want to know my self-worth. And listen to as many things on YouTube as you can, type in self-love. And see what comes up. There's so much out there from different people. There's so much stuff you can listen to. And some people have recorded affirmations already that you can just listen to. There's many affirmations that you can get that you can just put on in the morning. Part of your routine in the morning, do some meditation and listen to the affirmations, the self-love affirmations. And it will just get you thinking more positively about yourself. And when you get a negative thought about yourself, replace it with a positive one. Replace it with something that you love about yourself. Don't let yourself dwell on something negative. If you feel like you've put on extra weight, don't keep focusing on the extra weight. Focus on the fact that actually, you've got other parts of you that look amazing. You might have the greatest hair. Focus on that. Don't focus on the negative things about yourself. Keep switching it. So when you catch yourself focusing on something negative, switch it. Just catch yourself doing it, because again, it's all to do with mental diet. And the more positive things you say to yourself, you will switch very quickly. This doesn't take long to do, and you will get then into the momentum of constantly telling yourself that you are loved and you are worthy, and it makes such a difference. It really, really does. It's an absolute game changer. So I hope that this video helped you. And like I say, if it did, please give me a like. And if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I do my next video. Thank you so much for watching.